you guys, we are at day number 2 here at socalgamingexpo. We're going to go check in and get some more content filmed for the channel, have a good time, and just really relax this Sunday, because yesterday we went a little bit crazy. We had a lot of things that we were doing, and today's just gonna be a chill day. Hopefully we get to meet everybody that we didn't yesterday and get some more pictures, so stay tuned. Guys, look, it's the TV I have, but it has the DVD player. They're asking $280.
World Championships.
And like, how long ago did you start collecting? Like
20 years.
What got you into?
I like video games.
Yeah. And is it all like physical, like clothing, or do you do everything?
Oh, I do everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I
That's
do
really
everything.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what's your name again?
My name is Sean Fontenot.
Sean.
You can catch me on Instagram, True Rares, one word, True Rares.
Gotcha. Look at this incredible setup he has, you guys. Absolutely insane. It goes on for days.
These in this wall, for the most part, this is for Johnny right there in the red hat. That's
Okay.
Johnny Collects on Instagram. I'd say the pieces that I have out here that are mine is the very first print of Street Fighter 2. So before Capcom knew that this was going to be a big game, they held a local competition, and this was the shirt that they produced for the event, which is the very first shirt that they produced for the Street Fighter series. A couple months later, they had this tournament, and this was the second shirt that they produced. This is for the Halo National Championship. So it's a shirt for the qualifiers that got to the Halo Championship.
I like the Game Boy Color because that's from my generation.
Cool.
So definitely a fan of that one.
Very, very
I've seen
cool.
those listed on eBay though for like $500, $600. I'm like, I don't like it that much.
Cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's that's too much for that hat. I'd say that's a $75 to $100 hat at most.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
can find it.
They're
for that
just
price.
asking for whatever they want.
Okay.
Okay.
People will put a high price, and then people will go and they'll just be like, "I'll give you half," and they'll be like, "Yes." So Nintendo Power 100, the 100th issue of Nintendo Power, that's commemorating the 100th issue. They made a coin set as well, like 3 coins with different characters on it. I think it's Mario, Yoshi, and something. And they have a watch, and they have... Is that it? I think that's it. Nintendo had a service center where they repaired their products. This was very popular in the late 80s and early 90s. So if you had a warranty issue, you would you call Nintendo, and they would redirect you to a local service center that they had. So they partnered. It was mostly like VHS repair shops, because they were already technicians and they already were working on hardware, and then they would get certified by Nintendo to work on their equipment, and they would be given, I didn't bring them, but there's a full set of binders, they're technician binders that they have, and then they would use that to diagnose and fix. So this is the very first internal for them shirt that they made for the service centers.
Where do you find these things?
You buy service centers out. You look up the old service centers, you find the owners, and then you contact them, and you buy their old stuff.
Smart.
I think all of them have been bought out at this point. These are also later prints that was given to the actual service center employees. You have a variety of promotional shirts. This one's cool. You had a dial-in system in France, and you would connect to it pre-Nintendo's Power Supplies catalog, before you can even mail in stuff.
Yep.
France had this special shirt that you could dial in and connect to their BBS, and this was like their special shirt, and they had a couple of them, but that's why it's wonky. It's really, really old. It predates most of the stuff that you see. This is a Nintendo 64 Power Supplies catalog. It's a Bowser. It's a really, really popular shirt if you can find it. This is the very first print for Final Fantasy. So on Nintendo Entertainment System, the very first Final Fantasy release, and you see how it has like the treasure chest with the pink text? That is the original art for it right there, that pink. If you just whenever you want to go over there and film that. That's the original art for that shirt.
That's cool.
This is a developer shirt for Capcom employees for Mega Man X. This is the very first shirt that Nintendo of America produced. 4 months before the Nintendo was released in New York to its test market, they went to Summer CES and they gave this out to press. This is the second shirt that Nintendo of America produced. This was for a party for the launch of Nintendo in America, but only for their test market in New York. And this was given 3 days before that launch to press who attended that party. This is the shirt that accompanies that 1994 PowerFest jacket. That's right there. So that's a competitor's shirt, the black and red one.
The black and red one.
And a competitor jacket.
Okay.
Donkey Kong catalog mail away. This was only given to Silicon Graphics engineers who worked on the hardware that powered the development kits that made Nintendo 64 games. Same with this. This is a Rhombus developer shirt. So this is a software developer that helped power the Nintendo 64, internal to them. This is to commemorate the Super Power Club. So it was a Super Power Club members only, promo shirt. Yoshi's story came from the Canadian press kit. This is a mail away. This is same thing. Another Silicon Graphics, the developer of MIPS, hardware engineers that worked on the Nintendo 64. This was given to them. This is a catalog mail away. This is for launch of Halo 2 FanFest launch. You have a developer only, the people who made the Wand of Gamelin for the worst Zelda game ever produced for the CDI. This was for the people that made it. This was their shirt, so that's a never see that kind of thing. Mail away for catalog item for mail away for Mario 64. This one is just kind of like another thing catalog item. 2 more catalog items, and you got the detail on them all. Obviously, it's a collab between Sega, Sonic, and I think it was done as a follow-up when Nintendo did the licensing of the Pepsi Super Secrets. They did their counterpart was the fire back like the That makes sense. So this was a crew jacket for the developers for Sonic the Hedgehog. This was a executive-only jacket for executives in Sega of Japan. This is just a fun jacket that I love. It's a Toys R Us jacket. You can see the Toys R Us on the side, and it's just one of my favorite early childhood games, California games.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that. I pointed that one out to Johnny when I got here.
This is a Power VR developer jacket for developers that worked on the Katana. So that the Katana is the development hardware that was used to make Dreamcast games. So developer only jacket. This is the very hard to acquire Zelda catalog shirt with Gamer Pro pants and a catalog hat. This is the original Final Fantasy, not to do with the remake, and this is a contest jacket. So in 97? Was it 96? Oh goodness, I can't remember. Square Enix held a competition, and this was a finalist jacket. These are employee demonstration vests. So if you were a Nintendo rep and you were going into the stores and you were updating the managers at the retail locations, as well as any of the employees of the store, as well as interfacing with customers, you would come in and then they would basically have like a binder with all of their marketing materials, and they would try to like upsell things. They would tell people about new things coming out, and they would basically teach the employees how to navigate the upcoming marketing and products. So both of these are employee demonstrators. This is a Donkey Kong catalog item, but it's well known because there are two 90s Nintendo executives that were used in a marketing photo where they like decked out Donkey Kong everything, and they're like just surrounded by the Donkey Kong standee, the Donkey Kong posters, and all the Donkey Kong memorabilia, and one of the executives is wearing this vest. If you work for Nintendo Merchandising Inc., known as NMI, this was an employee jacket that was given to them for the merchandising. Mail away promo Killer Instinct shirt and vest. And this is the developer jacket for the game. I forgot my conditioner. Let's do the Xbox first. So the Xbox, Brad Pollard. So Brad Pollard was a former Microsoft executive that decided to get into indie racing.
Are you okay being filmed? Or?
Oh yeah, go for it. They got into indie racing. Unfortunately, he passed away, so this was left over from his estate. So you can see plenty of public photos of him driving his F1 Indy Xbox car, and this was his personal racing suit. This is the Mario Kart Race for Fun competition that was held in Germany. They produced 2 of these suits for the directors that ran the program. And the grand prize for winning this Mario Kart competition was either 10 grand or this Mario Kart themed go-kart. So the director that was in charge, his wife threw away his personal, threw it in the bins about 10 years ago, but the other director still had his. So this is, as far as we know, it's the only surviving full Mario Kart 64 racing suit. Various competitions that Nintendo of Germany ran for the Wii era. So it's kind of like similar to that Mario Kart 64 one. They did like actual just like local racing competitions, but this one was associated with the contest that they sponsored. You could see LG on the side. So this was an actual racing suit. So I don't know which actual race it was for. I just know that the quality of the suit it's a full racing suit. The Nintendo Wii Mario Kart one, it's more like a go-kart quality suit, so it's a little less. This one is actually flame retardant, where the one on the left isn't.
I've seen these ones before. They have like a purple one, right? Too? They have a bunch of different colors, or no?
No, it's only the orange and the blue.
Oh, wow.
So this was used by all of the employees who worked at the original 1990 Nintendo World Championships. So if you go and there's a couple videos from the contestants that they filmed for their personal, their family filmed them while they're at Nintendo World Championships. So you can go on YouTube and you can watch some of the archival footage that they have. You can just put in like 1990 Nintendo World Championships and you'll find old videos. And if you watch those, you'll see a variety of employees that wear them. You'll see the cameramen that wear them. You'll see the MCs that get up on stage will wear them. The people who would move the kiosks in and out, they would wear them. And the gameplay counselors would also wear them. So we don't know how many were produced, but if you watch these videos, there's not too many that you can see. You might see 1 or 2 that they're walking around in. So they would share them. And there have been about, I want to say 8 of these that have been discovered.
Okay, I was gonna say, I've seen a few on collecting groups on Facebook, and maybe those are those. Or
it's
maybe
possible.
It's people looking for those, but I feel like I've definitely seen them.
It's certainly possible.
Like a super rare.
Alex Sousa has 2 of them. He has the orange and the blue. He's the only other person I know that has both of them. You have Adam Prager. He has a blue one. I'm trying to forget who else has them. I know I'm missing a couple people.
Are any of these shirts in here part of your collection?
These are all mine.
These are all yours? Okay, cool. Sorry, I had no idea.
Oh, it's okay.
I just walked in and
that's
I'm
why
like,
I know all the
this
details.
Is great. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
This is
so
fantastic.
This is the 1992 Campus Challenge. So in 1990, Nintendo did the first national esports competition in the 1990 World Championships, which was the jump shoots I just described her from. This, I believe, but don't have a full confirmation on, was a jacket that was made for selling as merchandise. But early in the Nintendo World Championship, they actually went went mostly with this Power Plus slogan. And it wasn't until the finals that they had kind of fully switched over mostly to the 1990 Nintendo World Championship slogans. So as an example, I have an Oakland banner that says Powerfest on it. And they use this up to advertise. But if you look at the finals, you don't see any Powerfest banners. You see only 1990 Nintendo World Championships slogans. So this, along with all those shirts up there, this square of these 9 shirts, those are all shirts that are related to the competition. The blue one is specific to the age group that the finalist wore. The official semifinalist was only given to the semifinalists, and the rest of them are able to be purchased in the merchandising store they had at the 19.
Thank you so much. I
You're very
appreciate
welcome.
everything.